All right, welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Voices of Degenerates. We got a smaller crowd today. We got our boy Shawnzy in the chat, and of course, we got Furious Hotdog, who you guys saw on one of our previous episodes, joining us again today. Furious Peener, how you doing?
I mean, I'm doing. Started back at work building airplanes for the government.
Oh, nice. Sounds like not so much fun. So I'm not even gonna lie to you.
It's not so bad, but it's good money.
Okay. All right. Hey, we'll take it, right? Good money is good money. We'll take it. So for today's episode, guys, we've got a topic that I've been seeing going around a lot on TikTok. And so I wanted to kind of ask to see if you guys have seen any examples of this, because I myself, after seeing these TikToks, have realized, like, dude, there's a lot happening. And so the discussion topic is shrinkflation. Okay. So just so that you guys understand what shrinkflation is. So the shrinkflation is the shrinking of either size, portion, or overall product, but increase in price. Okay. Now that I've said that, I know some of you guys out there in the comment section are gonna be like, oh my God, yeah. So leave a comment. Let us know what examples you have out there. But I'm gonna start us off with the movie theater.
Oh,
I went to the movies recently with my wife, and I remember back in the day when you got a large bucket of popcorn, that thing was massive. That thing was like this big, and you had like the whole thing to fill up with popcorn, and then you got the butter, the salt, the whole nine, right? And then you'd get a large drink, which was also massive as well, right? The cups at the movie theater were like comically big. Me and my wife went to go see Deadpool and Wolverine the other day. And we went into the theater. A great movie, by the way. If you guys haven't seen it, I highly, highly, highly recommend watching that movie. It was phenomenal. One of the best Marvel movies in a really long time.
Anyways, for sure.
No, I didn't get one of the buckets.
Oh,
no,
you scrub.
I didn't go on release. I went. I think the week after.
AMC.
And I didn't go to AMC.
Later,
no. Because I went to, there's a theater like locally here that's literally like around the corner from us that had the tickets, first of all, less expensive. And second of all, available for the time frame that we wanted to go. So we went around the corner. But in any case, so we go in there and we weren't even going to get any snacks. But the way that they set the place up is in order to check in, you have to go to the concession stand to check in your tickets that you purchased online. So we went up there and then we're looking at it and we're just like, we might as well, popcorn movies. It's just what it is. That's how it is.
Yeah, that is.
So we got a large popcorn, a large soda, and a box of snow caps. And so the box of snow caps, still typical size that you would normally see, like the long rectangle ones. So I was like, okay, cool, whatever. They give us
$1 at Walgreens, but they're $5.
Right? Yeah. Well, that's always been the case, so I can't even blame that on shrinkflation. that's always how it is.
I mean, they used to be like 3 something, but now.
Well, yeah, and
they haven't shrunk though. They haven't shrunk. Yeah.
And even them in the box, dude. You get the full size box, but then it's in a little bag. It drops it down. Even more.
Those actually been shrunk too. Actually, those boxes used to be full.
You're right.
Because that's what they did with Mike.
Now it's like half full.
Mike and I used to be my movie snack. Like Mike
there was
and
not much space. Now there's a lot of space.
What's the Sour Patch Kids? They did the same.
Yes.
Thing.
Well, the snow caps they didn't have in a plastic bag, so those they felt fine, looked fine.
First of all, you're a fucking degenerate for eating snow caps. I'm just saying it's not candy. I don't care what you say.
Whoa, hold on.
That's like saying I like black licorice, motherfucker. What is wrong with you?
Wolves. Wait, before you throw me to the wolves, the snow caps were not for me. They were for my wife.
Who it's for. You're a criminal.
She likes the snow caps. She likes to take the snow caps and eat them with the popcorn because the chocolate kind of like melts with the heat of popcorn.
That's what you're supposed to do with M&Ms or milk.
No.
Twizzlers.
Sorry, mouthful of popcorn with Twizzlers. Sorry, best combo in the world.
I can't.
Somebody in the chat will tell me, dude. Don't knock it till you try it. I'm the baddest one in here. Don't you argue with me?
I don't know about that.
I do like licorice. In the theater with it, but that's like the extra to like cleanse the palate when I'm doing the chocolate and popcorn combo. The licorice is a nice.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, or the soda. I mean, that's soda could just.
Well, I mean, soda's always going to be there. That's the little thing. But no, sometimes you need something different to snack on, and it's usually Sour Patch Kids or Twizzlers in the theater.
Mm-hmm. But anyways, back to the initial conversation. So when I got the bucket, right? They give you the bucket and they gave it the soda because we have to go fill it up ourselves. So I was like, cool, no problem. When I got the bucket, right? First of all, like I said, the buckets used to be like this big, right?
It's like a gallon and a half, the big ones. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. So the bucket that we got was about this big, right? And then when you grab the bucket, the bottom was not flat. It was sunken in about this far. So I was like, I'm paying $13 for this bucket of popcorn that is a lot smaller than the popcorn buckets that I used to get.
It used to be like the free ones on those
right.
Movie
you used
nights.
To get the free refills.
You used to get those for like our free or like it used to be like $1. It'd be like free popcorn with your admission Wednesdays or something like that, or $1 bucket, and you would get like a big bag or that size of bucket. And now they're like, or you go get the special edition ones, and they're a little pail, like it's maybe like an 8-inch round and like this deep, instead of the big buckets that used to use for be like a 5-gallon bucket almost.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Our
right?
theater out here still does the big ass buckets with the refills for free, but also the combos like I think $20,
$25. Yeah,
I
have
say,
one
like,
too. Their size are great, but it's like
no
$22.25 or something. It's ridiculous for a pop and soda.
It's $20-some for corn kernels and sugar water in cardboard. Like, it's so ridiculous.
Yep.
I remember when it was like $6. $6 for that combo was like perfect.
I remember I used to work in Palisades Mall, and they and they used to have like those combos where you could get like a hot dog and a soda and a candy, and it would be like $12. And I was just like, damn, that's a lot of money, right? Because it's a hot dog. I used to get a hot dog for like $1, but now it's like $12 at the theater. Today, you're spending over $25 for the hot dog, the candy, and the soda.
That's why crazy. Costco will always remain the G for the $1.50 big ass jumbo hot dog and a soda. Dude, you cannot beat that. In a slice for $2, like I get a big ass slice of pizza.
Sam's is on that shit too, dog.
Dude, $3.50.
Yeah, Sam's Club too. Yep.
$3.50. And I'm full. That's the best lunch ever, even though I just can't eat that every day.
No, you fucking die tomorrow.
I'm not that big. And I don't like. And it's funny because of the hot dog over here, but I don't even like hot dogs. But I don't even like hot dogs usually, but you just can't beat it. It's just too cheap.
I like them off the grill or off the rollers. I don't like boiled ones.
I'm more like a skinless brat.
Well, come on, dog.
Well, that's
comparing brats to hot dogs. That's not even like fair.
Fair.
It's like a ham
I'm
sandwich
not a big
compared
fan.
to a cheeseburger. You know, it's like.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of brats or sausages.
Again, bro,
except for like the breakfast sausages.
Wait a minute, because you prefer those little brown fucking breakfast sausages that are like this big to a brat? I didn't prefer that.
I didn't say that I prefer that over a brat. No, I'm saying that I enjoy sausage for breakfast.
Well,
like
Sito,
if I had to choose between
issue.
a bacon, egg, and cheese and a sausage, egg, and cheese, I'm going with a bacon, egg, and cheese. Okay.
McGriddle.
Bacon's bacon, but
McGriddle is a solid. When I actually had a McGriddle this morning.
To the Midwest and try some real bratwurst that's actually bomb. Like I have a whole slew of flavors. I guarantee you'd be like, all right, this is fire. But it's on the grill, no bullshit, and it's good. And so I know exactly the farm it comes from, straight to my table.
Oh,
interesting.
Okay. Now I know why your credit cards be like that.
Oh no! If I go back home, if I drive 2 hours back home, I ain't leaving that town with at least dropping some dough at my Board and Arrows meats. That's always.
Yeah, it's the same here in Kansas, man. We got a place out here called man, I get it all the time. They sell either cooked or raw. Whatever. I'll think of it later. I know, excited.
All right, but so obviously, like I said, that was my most recent case of shrinkflation. Was the movie theater that I went to with the popcorn and the soda. So I don't know if that kind of enlightened or triggered any examples for you guys, but that was just my latest. But Furious, Shawnzy, either one of you, if you guys know,
well,
or
I've got an
have
obvious
seen
one, man. Shrinkflation. Well, I definitely noticed that this morning when I took a pee. Just saying.
Oh, I knew that was going to happen.
I mean, come on. Not to go too far off the topic, but what is with that? It's like one day I'm hitting 5, the next day, it's like it's all shriveled up. What is that? Who makes this happen?
I think it's God. He's just playing games. He's like, I'm gonna make this guy feel self-conscious today.
But no, back on to the actual topic. It's kind of hard to even think of just one scenario because it's in everything now. It's not even who doesn't do it? If it's not just like a truck, like a food truck on the side of the road or something, who doesn't do that now? It's in everything. It's in everything we see.
Mm-hmm.
It's in video games even. It's in, I mean, hell, we're card collectors. It's in cards for sure. It's just, I don't know why the one that's mainly hitting my brain right now is Snickers though. That one hit me the hardest. You used to get the king size, and now you get the 2 little ones. Like, we're not supposed to notice that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I need to go to the Snickers store and demand some fucking caramel and chocolate.
It's crazy because you think about it, right? Like the king size bar used to be like, I'd say about this big, right? And then it was like $2 for the bar, and it was like basically like, solid. It's a solid $2 buy. But now you're paying like $2.80 for the 2 halves in the bag, so you're missing that one little section. So they can make it
and it's
tighter.
Even shorter. Yeah, it's not even the same size of wrapper. It's even a smaller wrapper with 2 in there. So it's like that. How much? Do you really need another fucking yacht Snickers? Jesus Christ.
Do they have a yacht?
Of course they do. The people who own Snickers, what is that, like Nestle?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I was gonna say, yeah, they have to at least own a single yacht somewhere or a mega yacht at this point.
Yeah, them motherfuckers give out yachts like freaking
Mars
Christmas cards to each other.
And all that stuff.
Oh, it's Mars. Yeah,
Mars,
Nestle owns the other ones. Nestle owns like a whole bunch of other nonsense, but
Crunch and all that stuff.
I love Crunch.
Yeah, Crunch is good, but I haven't seen a Crunch bar in a while. I don't know. If
I always get the little nibs or whatever they're called. The little.
Oh yeah.
What about you, Sean? What do you got for Shrinkflation?
So I did notice one very very recently was the size of drink cups at Arby's. They changed their large. Large used to be like a huge cup, and now it's their medium. They sized everything down for the same price. Same thing with McDonald's. If you haven't noticed, they're large. Oh yeah, it's $1.39, which is sick. I mean, that's cheaper, way cheaper than all the other ones. But that large, that used to be the medium size.
Yeah.
Because if I can slurp that in like one shot, like, dang well that ain't the big one, bro.
This may be different now. I could be wrong, but there was a good chunk of time where every single size at McDonald's was $1. It's like whether you got the small, medium, or large, it's $1. They were all $1.
And now it's $1.20, and now it's $1.39, no matter what size you have. But
yeah, but it just makes you wonder who's the psycho getting smalls and mediums. Like, I don't know, it's just weird.
Yeah, I know, right?
Right. Well, like, if you're paying for the same amount,
but some people don't want the hesitation. So you got some healthier people that would like a small little soda just to go with their burger, but they don't want a big drink.
Oh man,
for a little healthier.
Let's not lie
or
to
kids,
ourselves.
You don't want to give a kid a big one because then he's gonna be hyper. I mean,
so
there's probably some reasons.
Let me just throw this out there, devil's advocate for a moment. If you're concerned about having too much soda with your fucking McDonald's, all right, I don't think you're worried about your health too much if you're eating fucking McDonald's.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's like the girl who orders like everything off of the menu and then says, "Give me a Diet Coke." For what?
Yeah.
For what? Like, are you trying to offset everything with the diet? Like, no.
Oh yeah, that's some dumb shit.
With the salads, dog. It's like it's an old Mitch Hedberg joke, but it's like they think if they eat the salad first, when the shit gets down there, they eat like a salad with some ribs, it gets down to their stomach, and they get to like the doorkeeper of your stomach, and the salad's like, "Yo, he's with me." It's like, it's not how it works. You're still just putting shit on top of some green shit.
Yeah, I like that. That's hilarious.
Oh no, yeah. I think there was a TikTok that I seen with this one girl. She was really heavy set, obviously, right? So she's unwrapping a sandwich and she goes, "Oh no, they put bacon on it." Oh,
Huh.
Well, I guess I just gotta eat it. So everybody in the comments is like, you know damn well you ordered it with that damn bacon on it.
You ordered the BLT.
What'd you do? BLT without the B?
Just let me get that LT right quick.
I was like, no. Yo, the internet are about to eat this girl up. And they did. The comments did not let up. The comments were absolutely cooking her. But that's like one of those cases where it's like you're not lying to anybody but yourself. Like, what are you doing right now? Diet Coke for what?
Every day. Except for soda, dog. I don't fuck with soda. I strictly 100% water, even though now this shit's bad for you too. And that's another shrinkflation thing. What happened with these little ass bottles, man? I get it, it's cheap. I get 40 pack at Sam's or whatever for like $1.90. But man, I drink so many of these a day, and it's killing me.
It's called
shit.
You know what it's called? It's called buy a damn water bottle and freaking get a Brita filter thing.
Fuck a Brita filter.
I fucking love them. Mine's a dispenser instead of like a pour thing.
Get out of here with your basic white bitch Stanley cup. What the fuck?
I got my shit. I got my cup over there. My cup's in the other room.
Listen,
dude, trust me.
He beat up
clutch.
some old lady at Michael's for that.
Cold as hell. Every time you take a drink of that thing, it's ice cold.
The ice is still moving in this box, in this thing, bro. And I had it since
hours,
this morning.
All night. We wake up in the middle of the night, and you take a drink, still ice fucking cold.
This is gonna sow some division. I have two takes on this. One, I have really fucked up teeth, so I hate really cold drinks, especially cold water. But two, have you ever noticed over in, say, like Asia, China, and all them places, they never have cold drinks with their food? Do you know why that is? Because if you're eating something fatty like a cheeseburger and then you immediately follow it up with something ice cold beverage, what happens to the fat? It solidifies in your fucking stomach. That's why they all drink hot teas and shit with their food. That's why they're all so skinny. That's why I don't know. I don't fuck with ice cold stuff except for ice cream. That's the one thing. I swear to God, I'd weigh like 120 pounds if it wasn't for ice cream.
Fair.
No,
okay, wait, hold
on that one.
Bringing up ice cream though, like, do you guys prefer Ben and Jerry's ice cream, the crazy concoctions, or do you guys like your plain Jane
Basic
flavor
bitch.
is
Bluebell?
He said, basic bitch.
Well, I mean, Ben and Jerry's is clutch late night on the road from a gas station when I have to, because they have some pretty good one, like the cord ones that have like the fudge cord. Oh, dude, so good. But they're super expensive, like $6. But I am the guy that gets like a big old gallon of or big old tub of like cookies and cream, but then I put caramel and chocolate on it to make my own stuff.
I like you, Shawnzy. He knows what's up.
Yeah, and then I whip it up till it's like a smooth, till it's like a McFlurry, and then I eat it.
I don't fuck with Bluebell, or I don't fuck with Ben and Jerry's like at all. I mean, they used to have one that was called like the late night or whatever. It was
for the show,
Jimmy Fallon or something.
It was god dang, it was salted caramel, chocolate chunks, and like little pieces of like potato chips.
The cone.
But that's the new one. The new one was the chocolate covered cone that with Stephen Colbert. But the original one had like little pieces. So it was the sweet and savory. That was like the only Ben and Jerry's I ever really liked. Me, it's Bluebell all day, every day. I don't care. They can give me Salmonella or whatever the hell it was that was going around. Why they got taken out of stores?
You mean Blue Bunny or Bluebell?
No, Bluebell. It started with Kroger in Texas, and I lived in Arlington for a little bit. But it's huge here in Wichita, well, in Kansas. But it's the best like baseline ice cream that I found. I know people are going to agree with me. There's no way they won't.
Okay. Well,
I hate
see me. I'm cool with simple ice cream. Like my favorite ice cream, my go-to is a chocolate chip cookie dough with hot fudge on it. That's like my go-to when I go to an ice cream spot. Now, if they have interesting flavors that I've never tried before, then I'll give it a shot. But like Ben and Jerry's, some of their concoctions, I'm just like, dude, this is just too much.
It's too much. It's too much.
Honeycomb ice cream.
Honeycomb ice cream.
So fire.
What?
So fire.
He's getting.
Where do you even get that?
He's going to a weird place in his head right now. I'm watching it happen.
It's so I heard about it. So I had some homies that went and spent a month in like Australia, New Zealand, and it was pretty big out there. and they had it, and they said it was just the most amazing thing. So we tried remaking it. Basically, you make like a honeycomb candy, like a honey candy, and then you blend it into like ice cream, but that's what we did to kind of try to remake it. But I actually found a place in town that actually makes it. Oh, dude, it's so good.
So it's not like based off of the cereal. It's like an actual honeycomb.
No, it's actually like honey. Yeah, it's like honey flavored ice cream.
That's why I was like, how do you make honeycomb cereal into an ice cream?
You basically make it into like a candy where it makes like a hard. It looks like a puffy, like more flaky, like candy, and then you blend it into the ice cream.
So like little flavor crystals.
So good. Yeah, like little crystal chunks of honeycomb. It's so good. There was these Costco had these honeycomb bars where it was like it was like an ice cream sandwich, but then they dip half of it in the chocolate. They dip half of it in chocolate, and it had like little honeycomb chunks. Dude, they were in my Costco. I got a box, most amazing thing I ever had. They were gone the next time I was there. I was pissed because they were online. It blew up online. Yeah. And it was like sold out instantly. And then like 3 months later,
Choco Tacos.
It kind of reminded me of that. But 3 months later, they came back, and I walked in and I seen it. I bought 5 boxes.
Mans was not playing. He's like, I'm not missing out on these damn things again.
There's a dozen. Yeah, there's like at least 12 or 18 of them in a box. And I was like, I bought 5 boxes.
My man is over here chasing holographic ice cream.
Frieza.
I bought 6 cases of this shit, bro.
I can't even around, bro.
I can't even front because I did the same thing. I did the same thing for a box of Takis, bro. There was a flavor of Takis, habanero fury, bro. They were kettle cooked. And they had such an amazing flavor. And I was like, dude, this bag of chips is insane. So I was trying to find just another bag in Walmart when I went, and they were sold out. So it took me to Amazon. Like I went to Amazon to find these, and I found a case of 12 of these bags. And I was like, fuck it, full send. So I bought 12. And I thought they were like, snack size bags. It was fucking full size bags. 12 of them. And I was like, I'm not finishing this shit. I'm gonna have flaming asshole if I try to finish these. So I ate like 8, I think, and 4 of them ended up expiring. So I was so upset. But God,
chips don't expire. Bro. Come on,
yeah. Bro. It's potatoes. What do you mean?
It ain't potatoes no more. Damn, after all the process it's been through, come on, man. All the preservatives.
Half the shit we eat ain't really the shit we eat.
Sodium.
Yeah, bro. Potato chip. I mean, just chips in general. Fuck, I don't even know if we were talking about Cheetos before. I don't even know if did you say taquitos or did you say
Takis?
Takis, that's what it was. Yeah, I don't even know if Takis are real. Those are way too hard, man. I don't like how hard those are. The flavor's bomb. Yeah, they're really hard chips.
Yeah, and I'm not, the one that I got wasn't the ones that are rolled up like the regular Takis. It's like a kettle cooked like a regular chip, but it's habanero fury flavor.
All right, fuck your topic for the day. We're just gonna go with food. You did too much research. We're just gonna talk about fucking stuff.
It's a part of it, though. I mean, it's a part of it because snacks is one of the biggest culprits.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, and the biggest thing like we're talking about is that inflation that I wanted to bring up. One of the biggest inflation stories I've ever seen was about how it's gone up in the last 4 years. And someone did a really good study with Walmart. They order everything on the Walmart app. And back in January 2020, they paid $70.20 for these 30 items. Then in July of 2024, they said to do a study, and she did the same, ordered the same exact 30 items to weigh everything. And it came out to $165.42.
Jesus.
That is a $95.22 price increase in those 4-year time, which is 135.6% inflation percentage.
Jesus.
This is the world we live in, ladies and gentlemen.
That is fucking nuts.
Think about in your lifetime how much inflation goes up in just one person's lifetime. If that's how it happened in 4 years, imagine the next 20.
Yeah. It does make me wonder how it was just, 10 years before that even.
Well, it's crazy. It's just because it's, like you think about like compound interest, how it just keeps on going crazy every year. But that's how everything's happening with our inflation, cost of livings, taxes, everything. It's just going to keep on getting so bad, and we can't make more money. They don't raise our money. 4 years, I haven't got paid anymore, yet I'm paying 135% more on my stuff. No wonder all of us are broke. I mean, come on.
Well, I mean, this is kind of an example of shrinkflation. I'm thinking about it. We are living in a very weird time in human history. This is like the only time that it's been borderline acceptable for somebody in, say, like their late 20s and early 30s to still living with their parents. You know, talking about shrinkflation, the price of everything is so high. And places like, say, like New York, dude, you're paying $3,000 for basically a studio apartment anywhere else in the world a month, and who the fuck can afford that? Maybe I'm just crazy and I'm not up on my money game, but that's just nonsense.
No,
that's
you're
a gnarly
100% right.
shrinkflation example
You're
right
100%
there.
right.
They're shrinking the size of space, but the money's going up. Yeah.
The crazy thing is that my manager, one of his sons, had moved down to Texas, and he just came back up to New York. I don't remember the exact reason why, but he's working with us now, and he was telling us that his mortgage for a home in Texas right now is $700 a month.
Damn,
El Paso.
That's good. Oh yeah, El Paso. That hasn't been, what do they call it, gentrified or whatever the fuck yet. You know, Austin. Yeah, but they had a big uptick. But $700, that's damn good.
$700 for a mortgage, and then my boy who he was talking to was like, "Dude, you gotta be kidding me! My mortgage is $2,000." Like, and then he was telling him the size of the home, and it's like, dude, we're basically living in the same amount of space. We're basically living in the same amount of land, and you're spending less than half of what I'm spending because it's in Texas.
That's the upside of living in a republic.
For me, this $2,000. If I went out to Denver, it'd be $4,000. Like, and I'd
I'm over here.
Nothing more. Just like I was about to go to Chicago, I got offered to go move to Chicago for my company with only a $17,000 increase per year, but my rent, just renting a place, not even owning, would probably be another $1,000 on top of what I'm paying now. So it's like I'm paying an extra $12,000. That extra $5,000, or no, sorry, it was an extra $13,000 a year. But then my rent to be the same distance away from work would be $1,000 more. So that's $12,000. So it cancels out. So what's the point? If I'm going to go to a place where everything is more expensive, my cost of living, if that made it wash, now I got to add how everything else costs more around there. And I got to add traffic, all the other stuff. So Midwest, I'll stay.
Well, I was just about to say, I'm over here bitching like I don't live in literally the cheapest state to get housing in. I live in Kansas, dog. It's the cheapest place in the country, as far as I know. It might have changed in the last few years, but yeah.
It all depends on it all depends. Like, yeah, we can go live places, but it depends on property taxes. If you want to own, is a big thing.
Absolutely. And there's no way, unless you're offering me 7 figures, that I'm even moving to Chicago. Fuck all that noise. Sorry, that's not me.
I mean, it would have been, but I basically can make that here if I just bonus a couple times.
Yeah, let me tell you, I have actually one of the people who usually help me host the podcast, Sea and his wife Miriam. They live just outside of Chicago, but Miriam, she has an app.
The military cat?
No, that's Reeps.
Yeah.
No,
my bad.
But Miriam, she has an app on her phone to keep track of any crime going on around her while she's in Chicago. And I shit you not, in the Discord, she sends a screenshot every fucking day with something else going on. And I'm just like,
looking at that shit.
That's
gonna make her crazy.
What?
Bro.
That's
like people there's like people who keep constantly searching up the pedophile map with the the dots.
Yeah, and then the people to drive yourself crazy. Like the people who feel like, oh, I'm getting sick. Let me look up the symptoms.
I looked up that once. Hot dog. I shouldn't have looked it up.
Yeah, I made the mistake. I lived in like the biggest set of apartments here in my town, and I looked it up there. Let's just say you couldn't even see my fucking building. It was crazy.
Oh my god!
I was like, I had to zoom way the fuck in. It was like, oh no.
Oh, that's the thing is like, I just don't want to do it because if I see a person, like, I'd almost just want to like, I don't know. Sometimes I react without even thinking, just because. Just a slight thought. Oh, no.
Yeah,
Now when I got a niece and I got a lot of look.
Yep, that's my I got 2 triggers, bro, and that's one of them for sure. That
Oh yeah.
people who beat on women.
Yeah,
That's my
Yep.
two.
that's
My two
that's a big one.
bugaboos.
100%.
That's a big one. Yep. If I see anybody raising their hand to like a man, and not even like even if a woman raises their hand to a woman, I still like look, whatever it is not worth the violence. No matter what, I don't care what it is. Nothing is ever worth the violence. Like it's just not worth it to me. I don't even raise my voice half the time when I'm talking to somebody. But if I see a guy using his machismo to try and overpower a girl, whether it's in the form to attract, in the form to intimidate, or in the form to harm, it just irks the shit out of me, and I can't stand it. I
Because
can't
we were
stand
all
it.
raised with morals. We're all
Well,
raised good.
yeah, that's one thing, but the other thing is that these people just I don't know what it is. Like, do they feel like they get off on the power, or do they feel like it helps them some way? Like what could mentally be going on in their head for them to be like, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna raise my hand to this.
They mentally think it's acceptable.
Yeah, I mean, for
It's
them,
based
they
on
gotta be on top.
how their life is. I mean, if you track a lot of it, it tracks to how they grew up.
Absolutely. You'll
They
see
think
the
that they've
same.
seen something. That's why everybody has to set an example. Like I've seen it, and it's like, and I'll regulate it because somebody got to tell them what time it is. If it wasn't, if you didn't learn it when you grow up, you gotta learn today, boy.
Learn today.
Don't
You gotta
get it
learn
twisted,
today.
though. Don't get it twisted though. I brought that specific topic up. I am not going to sit here and lie boldface to you like some white knight and sit here and say that women don't ever do things that deserve to get punched in the face for. I'm just saying you don't do it. That's the difference.
No, agreed. Because I've seen some videos where, so obviously, some girls feel like they're, what's the word I'm looking for?
Untouchable.
Untouchable.
Yes, untouchable, invincible, right?
Yeah,
Like they'll
get away
just
with
come up
anything.
and they'll start slapping people and they'll start getting in their face,
I don't like ones taking advantage of
And
the situation.
so when that happens and you grab onto them to stop them from hitting you, that I'm cool with, because there you're defending yourself without raising your hand to her. But
Well,
the
hell, man, even
woman
like a
is at
headlock or a
fault.
noogie, like you can take it one step further. I'm just saying, like a leg sweep, something.
Yeah, you can handle the situation by but there's a lot of different ways. But if you are physically going to try to knock them out or hit them more than once, not hit them, but like you grab them, and just like de-escalate the situation. But as soon as you start swinging, I'm gonna start swinging.
There is that line for sure.
Now, okay, let me ask you this, all right, just for an example, because I've seen a video of something like this, and I want to get your take on this. So let's say he said I'd done it before.
I've already done it before. I've stepped in before, dude.
He's all under his breath and shit, like.
So look,
you should
let's
see his
say
wedding pictures.
Let's say this is the scenario, all right? Picture this. You are standing in line at, let's say, a theme park, and the woman turns around and gets in the guy's face, starts going off on him. Doesn't matter why. She's just going off on him. And the guy is like, ma'am, please turn around.
They don't know each other?
I don't want to do this right now. No, don't know each other. And he's just saying, ma'am, please turn around. This has nothing to do with you. Please just get out of my face. And the lady continues. The guy goes, ma'am, I'm not going to ask you again. Please stop. Leave me alone. Turn around and, just wait in line. Woman keeps going, and then ends up swinging. Would you guys fault the guy if he pushes her away and she falls?
Are you kidding me? No, not even a little. That's bodily harm. Okay. Doesn't matter if it's a child or a fucking adult. I'm sorry, it's bodily harm. Me, I would have got down and uppercut her, brought it up right between the boobs, and bam, slapped her out. No, I'm just kidding. But you get what I'm saying, dog. Like, it's just, so when it comes if anybody is trying to bring you unnecessary harm, that's kind of like a part of the whole American thing. Like, you protect your own. Like, it don't matter if it's a little kid, you fucking elbow the little sucker in the head, like, get off me. I don't know.
Yeah. If something happens out of a reaction to protecting yourself, it's different. If they fall over by trying to swing because you dodge it and trip them, like on a quick move that's just on a complete reflex, that's a different story. You're just making sure you don't get hit. But if you excessively start to, if they initially, after that person falls, tries to hit them, that's crossing the line. Like just like I said, you can handle the situation if you're less than threat. Same thing if a woman comes at you with a knife, disarm, but don't push past the boundaries. Like yes, you could probably disarm them and cause them even way more injury. Like they're really gonna hurt you, but
it's different, dog. If they make contact, if they cut into you, everything's off the table. I'm sorry. Like I have been stabbed up before, one by a woman, but I know the levels my brain went to when it happened to me, and I don't think if a woman would have done it, I don't think I would have been able to been like, oh, it's a female, don't do that. It's like my hands all cut.
He's like,
I'm not gonna.
I don't.
My
have
sub nature would not
in
kick in.
like
yeah.
No. If it just is a woman that has a knife and I can get it away from her hand, yeah, I'm gonna keep it minimalized. I'm not gonna.
How did this
break her arm or something? Yeah, I don't know, dog.
We went so far off topic. It's insanity.
Well, and I'm
that's how it goes.
This is a little personal, but my sister is going through some shit like this right now. She literally just went to jail the other day because her and her guy. Oh man, I want to. Yeah, I'm not going to say that, but I want to do something. But there's not a whole lot I can fucking do because she's in love.
Yeah. And that's another thing is that when you want to be the good guy, but you know that if you do try to be the good guy, if something happens between them where they reconcile, then you're the bad guy, no matter what. So it's like it's a fine line to try and cross because it's like you want to defend, you want to protect, but at the same time, they may not want that. So it's like, what do? You
in
don't.
Those domestic situations, most times they don't. They it's like they have projects like they want to fix. Man, I feel like I'm over here just like bagging on women, and that's some bullshit. I'm not meaning to, but it's how it feels.
Like, hey, it's just what it is. It is what it is. Nah, but it's not just women though, because I mean, guys, there are girls out there that are complete and total like loose cannons, and so guys could see that and be like, nah, she's worth it. Like I can handle it. Like I'll do. This is worth it for me. I can do this. And then it's like, yeah, you got shot in the leg because she was a loose cannon. You knew she was. So what are you expecting right now? Right? It's like you kind of brought this upon yourself.
You doing all right, Shawnzy? You look lost as fuck.
Oh no, I got lost just staring at my orders over here from I need to ship out. I thought I don't know where I would have figured that Gold Zoro would have been on top of Ty's things. Well, I don't know.
No, you're good.
He just got distracted. Sorry. It was his ADHD kicking in. Don't mind him.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's enough of that topic.
Yeah, let's not get canceled. Let's do this.
Yeah. Right. On our 14th episode, let's not get canceled. But yeah, back to the original task. So another thing that I did notice, and I don't know if anybody else has seen this too, is the quantity of certain things has been reduced. So maybe not the price, but the quantity. So remember the big bags, like the big boxes with like the bags of chips in it?
Oh, you mean like
you could have like the assortment of different chips. Like
the little snack things. Those are like nothing.
Yeah.
That's like I have to eat like 6 bags to even have like the tasting I want.
Yeah, and the thing is, you used to buy that big one because you would get them for the size of like the 50-cent ones you would used to get single from like a convenience store. But now that big container has less amount of bags, and the bags are smaller.
Yeah, they got like 7 chips in them.
Right. That's what I'm saying. My wife got me one of those things
those
for
used
my
to have the
lunch.
ones you can buy from like the store, like the gas stations. The smaller
like
bags
vending machines.
Now that's what they used to be in there. Because you used to buy those and could do like walking tacos. They used to be at all the
yes.
They'd buy those,
open it up, and then just put the stuff in there.
Cut up the side, do some walking tacos. But now it's like you do with those small bags. It's like, all right, let me take a little spoonful of beef in here instead of like a whole like couple cups. Now they actually sell a walking taco bag, but it's like, okay, and that's in that.
Shawnzy's getting in it. Shawnzy's getting in it.
Oh, bro, it's like, okay, it's dope that they actually made you. The Doritos actually did it instead of Fritos. They actually made a walking taco kit, like, or bag, so you can buy them in the big boxes like that too. And they even made the bag kind of cool, so he actually sits down, but you can like rip the side. But the amount of chips that are in it is maybe like a third. Like that bag is like usually that big, but the chip line's like down here. It's like,
Yeah.
I get that we need to put more stuff in it, but who doesn't crush all the chips up and that volume goes down? So as soon as you crush it, it just has like a thin line at the bottom. I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? I'm like, I'm just gonna buy a big one and just make my own, smash it in a bowl, and just call it a day.
Well, here's an interesting question. How have you guys been doing to combat it? Like I've started doing this one thing. Up at it's called Dillon's, but it's Kroger everywhere else. They actually sell like name brand cereal in like giant clear plastic bags for like the same price as a little box. That's one way I found to get around it. It's the same damn cereal, but you get like 5 times the amount for like $1 more. I don't know if you have come across that at all, but
I go for the bag cereal too instead of the boxes. Way cheaper.
It's even
because the
even
box,
easier
the
to
same
put in your
thing, the
fucking
bag
cabinets.
the bag in the box used to be full,
Yeah,
and now it's like 3/4 full. It's like, what is the empty space for? Like, you
to
can't
take up
make this
room in your
box
fucking cabinet.
smaller
That's what it's for.
because we'll notice that the box is we'll know that the box is smaller, but once you open it, the bag is like not even full. It's like, bro, come on. I can eat this in like 3 bowls of cereal and this box is gone.
Quality control is what it is. You know, when they go to test the quality, they have to take out a quarter of the bag to make sure that the whole bag is okay, and then they can seal it up and send it.
It's like the shit my dad used to say.
Quality, schmality,
like
they really care about quality.
Yeah.
But
it's like the
yeah,
dad tax. My dad used to take a bite of everything. It was like, I got to make sure it ain't poisoned. Yeah.
You know what? Did they try that stuff on the assembly line? Just think about potato chips. Comes on this assembly line thing that gets packaged and stuff. So there actually is pickers that pick out like the burnt potato chips. But do you know how many
Those are the
ones
best ones.
They'll slip by all the time. So
you're out of your mind.
But
you're out of your mind.
What's funny is you always have some that have a little bit of burnt pieces. But like, oh, quality control. Oh, let me just take a chip off the line. It's good. What more quality control do you have that? Though there's people that literally pick burnt potato chips out of the line.
But is there a guy at the end, right before the bag gets sealed, that's just like, let me try
no.
it? Yeah.
No, but you're going to do, come on. You don't think somebody be taking some chips? You don't think people be eating chips off the line?
I'm not naive. I've worked fast food before.
I'm like, you think it's look a little greasy. You be the one sitting there picking out the burnt ones and eating them. You'd be like, hey, this is still good.
You really opened up with like the example that constantly goes back to my brain. Fucking popcorn, dude. In what universe? Who do these people think they fucking are? It's corn seed, like it's fucking kernels, dog. Like
it's literally kernels.
You put some heat on it and some butter. It's like the cheapest shit in the world.
You're paying for all the employees that they have to have there but they can't fill the 15 theaters that they have.
Yeah, and yet then they turn around on the news and call us like we're pieces of shit for not going and supporting the theater. It's like, come on, man. We're trying to make a living out here. You guys are trying to steal our living away. Could you imagine having 3 kids?
I mean, technically, COVID really hurt the theater program. But even before COVID, it was still stupid expensive. You tried going outside. I used to go to this place in San Antonio called the Palladium. Otherwise, it had really good deals. You could actually buy a VIP tickets, and it would have like a cubicle that would be like just 2-summed, and they'd have walls between each section, so you could buy like the very back of the theater and like cubicle of like 2-seaters.
What'd you say?
So you could actually have the Palladium, and it was sick. I liked that. You could literally just buy your ticket, and it'd be like $20, and it'd be like 22 or something like that, and it would be for both tickets, like a box of popcorn and water or whatever, and then you would just order your food and it would come to you, or you can just click a button and a waitress would come to you and you can just order something off the menu. But even with all that stuff, it's like you take out a date night. I did that. We got drinks, got food, got everything all in there. Bro, it cost me like $140 by the time we were done. It's like, $20 ticket.
At a movie theater? Fuck no.
The drinks were expensive as heck. Dude, you don't even know till the bill comes at the end. You're just like, oh, let me get a margarita. Let me get this. Let me get that. And especially when I can keep on ordering more in like a 2 to 3 hour movie. Dude, it got weird. It got crazy. I'm like, nope, we ain't doing that. No more drrinks. Like the food wasn't that bad. Like if we just got food and like sodas and stuff, you would probably spend like $70-$80 or $70 probably. Just because
alcohol, dog.
I eat a lot of food.
Like the perfect example of this shit. Alcohol.
But alcohol inside of a theater, oh, bro, bad idea. Especially when you're paying for 2 people that can drink.
Have either of you guys gone to like a live sporting event recently? They've always been Nazis on prices.
No,
but it is
not
bananas. I went to a Chiefs game last year at Arrowhead for a Miller Lite in an aluminum can. It was $10.50 for one. Not a big boy, just a regular ass little 16 or whatever it is.
Wow.
That is nuts.
Wow.
I mean, same thing when I go to a golf course and they try to charge
Can't
me.
you get a case for like 19?
Exactly.
Oh
bro, that's when they go to the golf course and they're charging me like $6 or $8 for a little high noon that I pay $1.75 from Costco.
Yeah,
I know they're buying them from Costco because they have the same 3 flavors that I buy in the same 3-pack. It's the only thing they have there. It's like $30 for like an 18-pack, which is $1.75, and I'm literally paying $8 at a golf course. It's like,
it's the convenience. They're charging you for the convenience.
But then I go to a golf course not even 30 minutes away, and they're charging like $5 for one. It's like, bro. Stop it.
I have a theory on this.
And you wonder why I bring a sleeve in my golf bag full of like 5 high noons.
I have a theory on this one.
Buy one, drink 6.
I think that the reason they do that is they want to control the rowdiness at those live events. Because if the alcohol is just crazy, all this shit is televised. If the alcohol is super cheap, then everybody's gonna be crazy, and then we're gonna have like stampedes and shit. And I mean, on top of corporate,
plenty of alcohol that gets consumed before the door
before.
So when they go in there, they're just adding to it. They're just casually drinking those beers. But just be happy you can serve alcohol at your stadium, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd like to see them take that away.
If we ever go to Nebraska, if I ever go to Nebraska, I mean, I don't cheer for Nebraska, but since I live there, every time they play Iowa, I go to the game. They don't even serve. You can't even have any alcohol inside the stadium. You're not even supposed to have any even on the property. So, like when you're drinking, you have to drink out of like a solo cup.
Is that just for the Cornhuskers, or is that any event at that stadium?
There is some college stadium. Well, it's that exact stadium, but it's only the Huskers that are there. But some college stadiums are dry. So
sound like lame stadiums, if you ask me.
I mean, that's why I'm not a Nebraska fan.
So okay, but now let's talk about the alcohol though, because alcohol has had a price increase over the years as well. Because you used to be able to get a can of what was it, Coors Light or whatever it is. I don't drink beer, so I don't really know. But I know that a lot of people used to come in when I worked at a gas station to get a case of beer. And like one case had, I can't remember what, 12 cans, I think.
24 pack, or you got a small
can. There was 6, 12, 18, 24.
Yeah. So we used to have like a 12-pack case of beer, and it would be like $12.99 for a case, right? So now it's like $20 a case. Or am I wrong?
No, that's pretty normal. About 17 to around.
Yeah, like $17.99 to like. Yeah.
For a 12-pack? No, dude. 12-pack's not that expensive.
Yeah, Matt, hold on. Let me look it up right now.
I'm pretty sure the last one I got was like $15.99, and it was.
Were you buying it from a gas station?
No, from the liquor store down the street.
I mean, all right. Granted, I don't really drink anymore, so I'm still living off college days, probably pricing, which was like 10 years ago, so 15 years ago. 15 years ago.
Yeah, it looks like depending on the beer, because Corona's
also glass
12 cans is like
aluminum,
$16. Well, no, the cans, Corona cans, $16 for a case.
What's a case?
Look at Bud Light. Look at like Budweiser or Bud Light.
Is that 12 or 24? Jesus Christ, I didn't know it was that bad for Corona.
I used to pay like $20 for a case of Bud Light or a case of Budweiser.
Dude, I used to pay like $50 for a keg.
Oh, you're talking about a 24-pack for yours?
That's a case. That's a case. That's a real case.
Yeah, it's a
24.
cube.
Oh
Yeah.
no, dude!
Yeah.
Two 12-packs, which 12-ounce cans of Bud Light, $35.
Yeah.
We got 2 12 bags. Give me just a
Yeah,
straight
you need to get the
pack.
24. Yeah, because you get the bulk discount. Yeah,
Well,
I'm
I don't
guessing.
You don't have to
I
pay
don't
for the
even
box.
see
The
a
big
24.
fancy. What?
What? That's like one of the most common.
Yeah, it's because he lives up in the East Coast. That ain't the thing out there.
No,
He's
I'm
from the
on
Midwest,
Google. I'm
where we
literally
drink
on
beer.
Google right now.
Hey
we drink
man,
beer
your
like
Google
Twana.
results alter from where you are. No, I'm
All
serious.
right, so look it up.
I figured
Look
this
it
out
up.
with the girl that I was talking to that lives in Portugal the other day. What did I don't remember.
Portugal's another country.
I know, but it does change according to your location. That's what I'm saying. Damn. All right.
But damn, from state to state, I guess a little, but from country to country, I'd assume so.
I can get a 24 pack of bottles of Budweiser for $21.
You said bottles?
Bottles. 24 pack of cans, $18.99. Sucks.
You said that was Budweiser or Bud Light?
Budweiser.
Oh wow.
Bud Light, I'm seeing $22 for.
But I do see Budweiser up to like $24 a case, which I mean, it's went up like $3 or $4 in the past.
But didn't it also
10
have a
years.
big drop in price recently because of the whole scandal?
The boycott, yeah.
Oh, Bud Light. It wasn't Budweiser.
Isn't it the same thing?
Same
it, was
company.
the image,
Yeah.
it was the image of Bud Light. I didn't see nobody dumping out Budweiser. I seen them dumping out Bud Light.
Then you obviously weren't on TikTok at that time, dog.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I think I've seen them just dumping in general, like Budweiser and Bud Light, but I don't know. I don't like I said, I don't drink beer.
Yeah, I don't drink
but
beer.
The other thing is like when people put their brand, like what was it? P Diddy brought out Ciroc.
Are we really gonna get into Diddy right now?
That's time for a whole nother podcast.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's gonna be a topic for another podcast. I'm talking about like when people take something that already exists and slap their name on it and then make it a higher price tag. That's what like upsets me because it's like unless you're actually increasing the quality of the product or making the product something that is superior to something else, then absolutely by all means. But if you're just slapping your name on it and then saying, hey, this is $70 now instead of $50 because I put my name on it, I don't know, man. That just don't sit right with me.
No, I'm trying to think of a good example of that. I've noticed that, again, going back to football, I've noticed that with sports teams being on cans, with them being more expensive. Or Crown did that collaboration with the Chiefs. Again, I'm a Chiefs fan, so these are my examples. And I live in Wichita, so they did a collab with Crown, and they did a limited edition bottle. A limited edition. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
They did a limited edition bottle that was like $20 more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that bugs me too.
Elijah
cool
Craig
to
did
have the
something
collection thing.
Yeah, Elijah Craig did something with Joe Burrow as well.
Yeah,
Did
of
a little
course.
thing, a little small batch, and it
Little-
was like
little
$100
thing, little
a
something.
bottle.
A little something.
Oh, and like this the freaking McDonald's collector's meal thing right now. Like just to get a freaking cup, you're paying $15 for a meal that would normally cost you like $10.
I think we
Yeah,
should
I
just leave.
ain't getting those cups because did you know they're not even glass?
No,
Yeah.
they're plastic.
They're plastic.
They're
yeah.
plastic, dude. Glass is in Canada, so the ones they're showing us pictures of are the ones from Canada that are glass and look
We
nice.
used to get the glass ones, dog, and they were the shit.
Yeah, and those glass ones are still around. I guarantee I could probably go
Man.
digging in my mom's house and probably find the old Pocahontas one, the old
Dude,
whatever.
I
That's the
was
only
just
one I
about to
remember. I
say.
remember the Pocahontas one.
Yeah, well, they did the whole
Mhm.
Disney, man. They had Hunchback, they had
Yeah.
Hercules.
Yeah.
They had
Yeah.
gargoyles at one point, man, and they were good
Dude,
cups. They were
gargoyles?
like pint glasses, if I remember correctly.
I found
Yeah,
Gargoyles
sturdy.
on Disney Plus one day and went ham on it for a minute.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it, dog? I tried
Yeah.
watching it again.
So
and,
good, so good.
man. I couldn't get back.
It,
into
it,
it.
was.
Classic.
It took a minute. It took a minute to get into it, but it was just like.
Oh, so it's like
it
One
was
Piece.
funny.
You know what I've been trying to find
One
and I
Piece is
can't
good every
find
time.
it. I don't know if you guys will know this one. Mummy's Alive.
Oh yeah, you kidding me? Of course. How old are you?
I'm 33.
Yeah, I'm 35. How are you, Shawnzy?
33.
Okay, we're in the same age bracket. Yeah.
Yeah, we're all in the same
Mummy's
age
alive.
bracket.
Come on.
You don't remember Mummy's Alive, Shawnzy?
Remind me, what's
The-
going out? Was it animated?
So they
or...
were basically superhero mummies, and like there was one that was based off of Ra, one that was based off of what was it, Osiris, I think.
I don't think this was an
Uh,
American show, was it? I think it might have
yeah.
been German.
Yeah, no, it was American.
Dude, I'm
Mummy's
telling you, I
alive.
think
Look it
that
up.
was brought over. I think that was brought over from like Germany. I could be wrong, but this was like at the
Oh,
same
you
time
meant
as
like
okay,
okay.
yeah,
I
like
thought
the
you meant like
origin.
it was like a subtitled kind of a thing. Like no, it was definitely in
No.
English.
This
I
was at
never
like the
watched
same
it.
time as like Samurai Pizza Cats and like Street Sharks, and they were
Street
taking
Sharks.
Oh, Street Sharks. I remember that. But whatever you said about cats, I don't know.
Samurai Pizza Cats. Man, I'm the only one that had a good childhood. I swear.
My childhood was Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, Digimon,
I had them too,
Yu-Gi-Oh.
motherfucker. I just had other stuff.
and I didn't have anything else.
Look at this right here. You're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh. Got a Bruce Lee mouse right here, Yu-Gi-Oh card, and I'm pretty sure I got some Digimon cards over there. I had the same childhood there. I just had the plus version. I had the subscription. I had the subscription plan.
Beyblades. Oh, dude, I've been seeing TikToks of people actually having like Beyblade.
Dude, yeah,
Making the real
I almost
like,
wanted to. Dude, I almost went into my mom's house because I know it's still there. Because my mom's a hoarder. She keeps everything, so she has
Pegasus?
all my Power Ranger toys. But she has. I have all the original Beyblades. Me and my brother went ham and got all the original ones. So
dope.
I guarantee we have them all of the original series. And they're probably all just still sitting in a Beyblade stadium, probably under one of the beds in my house, my mom's house. Guaranteed.
Crazy.
See,
I need
when
to
you
go
said
back
the
and find
TikTok
that
deal,
shit.
I thought you were talking about the old dudes that are now making them out of like power tools and shit. They're making like legit like metal.
No.
Dude, you should look that
People
shit
like-
up on TikTok. It's crazy. They have them where they put like shock tape on the sides, so when they collide, it sparks big ass sparks and stuff. It's actually like pretty
What?
legit. It's like
That's
Beyblades
crazy.
meets like what was the robot show that was so dope?
BattleBots.
BattleBots, dog.
BattleBot,
man,
we got that.
Remember
That was-
Toro?
yeah.
Dog, Toro was my jam. Fucking flipping motherfuckers
No.
everywhere.
Do you remember? Hold up.
Oh,
You guys
he's
continue
gotta think
talking.
about
I'm
it.
gonna find
Hold
Metabots.
up. Wait a minute.
Was it Metabots? Well, if it was Metabots, man.
Yeah, it's Metabots with B. I forgot what's his name.
It looked
He
like
was
a
yellow?
small version of like V. Yeah, you already
Yeah.
know. That
Yeah.
was a good show.
Yeah, that one is still available. I was watching.
Never
it the
hear
other day.
about it. Oh, really?
I saw it the other day. Yeah.
Doesn't
Dang,
that
I'll go
make
back
you
and watch
mad
that.
when you look back at old cartoons and stuff and you realize that they were all just money grabs for the products they were going to sell later? You notice
Well,
that? With
yeah,
anything?
but I mean, it's action figure central. That's how everybody.
But-
just like
Look
comics.
at Pokemon. Look at Pokemon. What did they do? They made the anime to what? Get people into the card game and
They made the card game. Yeah, they've been animated to get
and to get into the cartridge games. I think the cartridge games came first, but it's just funny to see
Mhm.
that evolution. It happens with everything though. At some
Mhm.
point, well, I noticed it real heavy with Pokemon where they I can't remember which season it was. I'm that nerd that I've still seen and still watch every episode that comes out. Like I just finished
Mhm.
Horizons like 2 days ago. But they literally named one of the main characters Go. And his whole fucking shtick in the show was to catch one of every single Pokemon, like on Pokemon Go. And I'm just sitting here, I was looking at it, I'm like, man, that's some bullshit. Couldn't have a little bit more creativity than that? Like, my man's name is Go.
GOH though. It's spelled GOH. All right.
Yeah. But no, I've seen that stuff all through my life. Like, man.
Oh my god. No, honestly, but that's
yeah,
I mean,
go
it's
catch
corporations.
Suicune.
It's corporations, dude. It's just what it is. Like once they
know
see
what
that
it
they
is,
have
but
an
it's still-
IP that can sell,
It still
fucking sell
pisses me
it.
off. It still pisses me
yeah.
off.
Oh, that reminds me. When you mentioned Digimon, do you remember? Oh God, I don't know if you guys ever saw this, but there was a toy back in the day that you buy and you could scan a barcode, and then the
Oh, yeah.
barcode would hold a monster. It was called scanners.
Yeah, there was scanners. There was Skylanders was another one. But I know what you're talking about. You get was it for game?
Dude.
Was it for the
Oh
Game
my
Boy?
God.
What was it?
No,
for?
it was
Did
its
they
own
make their
standalone
little-
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was its own standalone
Yeah.
thing. You would scan it with the you would scan the barcode and then look at the screen and it would show you a monster. And then you would
See, that was
battle the
dope.
monster and then capture it.
That was dope. I
Those were
remember that
so
shit.
dope. Shawnzy, you cannot be serious. You don't know what this is?
What did you say? I don't know.
Scanners? Hold on.
In other news,
Do you remember what?
in other
Skylander-
news, what do you know? Guess what anime I started?
Oh, what?
Big. It's a big one.
How big?
It's a big one?
Well, and technically, I mean, I can't say how big because if I say
Bleach.
the number, then
Yeah, I was gonna say
Exactly.
Bleach. Yeah,
Yep.
I'm good on all that. All the anime fans can come at me and hate on me. I don't give a shit. I don't fuck with Bleach.
Wait, how far into Bleach did you watch?
All of it. Well, I haven't watched anything that's come out in the last like 4 years.
So you haven't seen 1,000 Year Blood War?
No.
I was gonna say, yeah. I'm just starting. I'm on that episode. I just started like last week, and I'm on episode 62.
He just reached right into my fucking childhood and jacked this image. That's so funny.
Yes.
Mine wasn't blue though.
Bro.
Mine was. I had a red one and I think a green one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's correct. I used to break into the little packages at Walmart and scan the shit back in the day when they didn't have like protective anything at Walmart. Like back when they had the cigarette packs up above the candies. Like you could.
I think
behind glass.
I think I remember this, but I never messed with it.
Oh, I loved
it, man.
Such
a fun
I was too cool for that.
It was such a fun toy. That one, and then the Digivices were dope. Because the Digivice was very similar in shape. But those were, oh my god, those were my childhood toys.
I don't know. I never got those because I'd always be like playing the actual like Game Boy Advance, and then I stopped. I didn't own a Game Boy from Game Boy Advance to the OLED Switch.
What?
See,
Game Boy Advance was the last Game Boy I had.
I was always a Nintendo hater, except for N64.
But I was always playing because I'd be playing Nintendo 64, then went into PlayStation 2 because we didn't have PlayStation 1, or we had PlayStation 2, then
PlayStation 2 is my
360.
jam.
So I just played actual video games. But I had 3 older brothers too, so I was doing what they were doing, so they weren't in Pokemon. When I phased out of it, went Pokemon. What was it? Pokemon, Digimon, Beyblades, and then after first season of Beyblades is where I just did everything else that my brothers were doing.
Please tell me I wasn't the only psycho that got into like the Tony Hawk skateboards.
Oh hell yeah! Dude, and I got into the BMX bikes too.
Yeah, those were way harder, but yeah. I had all the fucking courses and shit, like the click together courses with the grind rails.
I never had that. I'd just be sitting at school, being on my desk, being on the side of my desk.
Yeah.
They were called tech decks.
Oh, tech decks. Yes, that is what it was.
Yeah. I was also a skater, so I just did that.
I wonder how much them shits would cost today, since we're talking about shrinkflation.
Not much.
You get a penny board.
They weren't much back in the day. Right.
No, they weren't back in the day, but they probably
skateboards went from this to this.
Nah, but they probably that's just normal inflation. But I bet they're like $5 now.
Yeah, right.
I'm trying to segue it back to the topic at all. Somehow we're just
we just keep going in and out.
Like we see a topic, dog, but
we just want to talk about this real quick.
Do we really all just want to sit here and talk about like our finance situation in the world right now?
Yeah, I mean,
it's like we all feel it. We all know it. It's terrible. I hate
it is what it is. But it's just one of those things that I was like noticing, and I was like, oh man, I wonder if anybody else noticed anything in like their real life.
Well, it's just like let's take something we all do. Pokemon cards got more expensive. Quality control still sucks. And in 25 years, you couldn't figure out quality control. It just got worse.
Yeah.
Come on,
but
man.
We're leaving out the big one, dog. Fucking gas.
But,
it's literally free from the earth. Like we're robbing that like old ass dinosaurs and shit or whatever. I don't even know how it's made, if I'm being honest.
Before we take the step away from the Pokemon cards, though, let's just touch base on one thing though. If quality control was better, then graded card values would be a lot lower because you'd have more higher quality cards. Just throwing that out there.
It's true.
But also look at other card companies, like how easy it is to grade One Piece, and it still hasn't stopped it.
Yep.
The popularity of still trying to pull
One Piece
still
is still
having
pretty
it.
damn new, and they picked a perfect anime for it because I mean,
yeah, but do any white shorts? Like, have you ever seen a white shorts get lower than a 9? It's pretty much guaranteed 10. Dragon Ball Z, taking Dragon Ball Z to PSA, it's pretty much guaranteed 10. It's like guaranteed 10s. Like it's like, dude, it's so clean.
Those fucking Dragon Ball Hero cards that came out like 3 or 4 years ago, man, those were all. I mean, they were. I feel like they hold up better than a lot of the cards nowadays. I don't know.
It's just different companies that didn't print. Well, yes.
Well, it was Cardass, wasn't it?
A metric.
Was it Cardass or Bandai?
I know that I could be mistaken.
What are you talking about? You're talking about the Heroes?
I was talking about the Heroes. Yeah. I thought it was Cardass, but I'm probably wrong.
It's not.
Because it's not official. It's not.
Yeah, it's not licensed.
The Hero set isn't from.
I don't think it'd be Bandai.
Yeah, it would. If it's Bandai, it would be official and licensed. So if it's not Bandai, if it's not with Bandai, then it's probably Cardass or oh my god, what's the other name? Something with a K.
Konami?
No.
That was old Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was all Yu-Gi-Oh. Damn, why can't I think of the name? It was something with a K. Something like.
Oh no, he's right. No, you're right. The superheroes, Dragon Ball Z Superheroes is Bandai.
Oh, it is Bandai?
Yeah, okay.
Really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at my buddy's site that sells the hero boxes.
Oh wait, is that the new ones? Or the original?
Volume 3. So.
Oh, okay.
But the new stuff is that's still Bandai as well, actually.
Well, I was just wrong, man.
Get
Crazy.
wrecked.
I never thought it.
Hot dog.
I know, man.
I'm surprised I still know even though I don't collect or like their Dragon Ball Z like TCG or honestly Dragon Ball.
You don't like Dragon Ball Z at all, but
I mean, come on.
That's what I'm saying.
There's white schwartz for you. This is a dope ass
yes,
card.
I got that promo card too somewhere over here.
This wasn't a promo, I don't think.
I've never even seen it, so I'm not collecting it.
All right, wait. What about this?
Oh, you've never seen Chainsaw Man?
I think this is something that
such a short
Shawnzy might appreciate. Shawnzy.
Can't see your
camera
screen's
is
been blurry
so
all
rough.
night.
Oh, it's
I
Seto
can already...
Kaiba and who?
No.
I see Kaiba.
No, this is from Code Geass. This is Suzaku
I literally can't see your screen. It's super blurry.
Yeah, you're super blurry. I thought that was Kaiba from.
You've been blurry all night, but.
Oh no. It looks crystal clear on my end. That sucks.
Yeah,
that's what matters. You're the one recording.
It looks crystal clear on my end. Yeah, our recordings are probably clearer than what it's streaming.
Yeah,
basically.
true. It's a good thing the quality comes through from your guys' side because it would be horrible. But in any case, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Now that we've gotten so far off topic, thank you guys for joining in the conversation about shrinkflation and everything else under the sun, because we did touch a lot of bases today.
It's a podcast. This ain't the news.
We went deeper. We went deep a little bit.
I was gonna say we went into childhood. We went into domestic violence. We went into what else? No big deal.
Hey, for fairness, the main cause of domestic violence can be brought back to money. Just saying.
Inflation's.
That's one of the number one reasons for it, dog.
Shrinkflation.
Thing it'll kill almost
blame it all on shrinkflation. See, it all revolves around shrinkflation.
Yeah, that's what it is. We're probably gonna see a news story tomorrow about a Florida man who beat his wife because his Rice Krispies treat was smaller than he's used to, and that isn't even her fault. Guaranteed.
She bought it. She
in
probably
Florida
bought him for him.
That's what I'm saying. He's probably gonna get mad at her.
You used to get those Rice Krispie treats from the Costco little packages, and they used to be like a brick, and now they're like 2 bites.
Yes.
With the M&Ms on it.
You know, you
just
scam,
popped in my head.
We were trying.
They used to be like this thick, and now they're like this thick.
I know.
And then the best part is they call it mega box, and there's like 48 of these in a big ass box, but they're this big.
Remember, like snack size Snickers and stuff.
I was just about to say.
Now they're like little squares.
Yeah, the Halloween Snickers, man.
It's like, dude, that's not even a bite. The other ones were a bite.
Yeah.
It's like now you made them fun size.
Don't lie to me.
They're party size and fun size now. It's like, are you kidding me?
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why shrinkflation was a trigger. But
condoms, dog. Condoms, they drop the quality. I don't get near as much. There ain't no lube on them.
Everybody getting pregnant. It's ridiculous.
Babies are coming out smaller and more expensive.
Their effectiveness went from 99.9 to 99.89. What the fuck is that?
I'm telling you. Have you seen the price of spermicide lately? Oh, no.
First of all, dude, if you're keeping track of the price of spermicide, that is something seriously wrong.
I don't want no kids. Damn, man. I can't afford it.
None of us can, bro.
Spermicide. He's like, it went from $10 a bucket to 12. What the fuck?
Why do I gotta be that high pitched voice, man? Turn me into Kevin Hart. Man, I couldn't afford the deeper voice. Fuck you, man. Inflation's crazy.
Oh my god. Well, guys, on that note, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode. Shawnzy Hotdog, I appreciate y'all joining the conversation. You guys are absolute legends. And we will catch you guys on the next one. So for now, make sure you guys hit that follow on Spotify or subscribe to us on YouTube to make sure that you guys join in on the conversation. Throw your comments into the bottom down there on YouTube to let us know what shrinkflation examples you guys have seen, or if you heard anything that we talked about, or you want to hear us talk about anything in specific, let us know in the comments. But for now, gentlemen, appreciate y'all. Later.
My time here's finite. I can't afford to wait for the right time. I guess that's why I live for the highlights.